Hello, welcome back to the only place to be in the Caribbean. That's right, it's Tropicoco, playing City Skylines Mass Transit. Last episode, we dealt with a few problems that we had in our city. We had to get some more trash capacity in there. We also had to deal with the power problem, so we built that pretty cool solar panel you saw at the start. And then this is a view of the bay and the beachfront. And yeah, we're kind of racking our brains about where we want to go next. So Banana Bay is in full swing. We've got lots of fields over here. We expanded out from just bananas. We've got things like apple trees, pumpkin patches, all manner of crops are grown out here. And it's a pretty cool look. It's like a nice, vibrant area of the city with all kinds of new and exotic plants. I guess some of them might not grow in the Caribbean, but you know what? That doesn't matter. We've also improved our mass transit. We've got buses coming in and out, but we've got a bit of a problem over here. So the only way that the trash trucks... Oh, we've got some more cargo coming in. Toot toot. What's that about? This is transporting cargo to the cargo hub. All right, cool. And then now the cargo hub can connect to the railway line here, which is where all the trucks drop their stuff off. And also it can go around to what's going to be our commercial district. It's a bit lackluster at the moment because we haven't really got the population to support it. But yeah, it drops off at the train over here. That can hopefully drop off all of the cargo to the businesses. Now, nobody needs anything right now, and we've got a bit of a requirement for residential. So that's something that we're going to try and fill, especially since some of these fields don't have any workers. No one wants to grow bananas, it turns out. That's fair enough. Oh man, it's cool to watch like the cargo crane in motion, actually, when the boat arrives. So the game is in full swing, and what we're going to do now is try and address the traffic problem that we have over by the cargo terminal. So the problem is trucks come across here because it's the fastest access to the highway, which will get them to where they need to go. So I think what we actually need is for this area here to be a dedicated trucks in, trucks out, and for the trash trucks to have their own access to the highway. So how are we going to do that? We could actually build a tunnel. That might be a cool idea. But I'm not sure I want to have a tunnel that hooks up to this area over here. So let's pause the game and take a look at the roads. Actually, now here's a bold idea. We could actually build a bridge over this river. Will that work? Oh my god, it's going to be pricey, but it's going to also look pretty cool. It's a shame we can't make it like a fancy bridge. Or can we? Is there any tools to make bridges? I don't think so. So we can have a bridge that comes across the bay like this. Let's test this out. If we don't like it, we can always remove it. And then this road can come along here. Page down. Have it weave along the coast. And then connect up over here. There we go. And now the trash trucks have another way to get in. But let's see what happens to this... this cargo ship when it tries to leave, because I assume that thing's going to be too tall to get under this bridge. So we could have trapped that sucker in here. Let's find out. Oh, he's slip sliding. What's he going to do? Well, he's thinking about it. Oh, he's getting a run up. That's right. Yeah, you got to get a run up to. Oh god, he's going straight for the beam. Okay. So I think everybody in the bridge there just died, but luckily enough, he clipped through it. Oh yeah, and as you can see, suddenly these trash trucks have somewhere else to go. Now let's pause it again because we haven't actually connected this thing up. Now we want a one-way bit of road here, so we'll trash that, and we're going to go one way down here, and then one way along here. We're going to have to destroy some of these beautiful trees that we built, but I think that's probably okay. Now we connect this up like so, and then have this road connect at the back. Or there, that's fine. No, I don't want to ruin all my, there we go. So now trucks that want to drop off at the cargo hub have to come down here, but all the trash trucks will exit through there. This might work. Whoa, they're a bit confused now. What are you doing, guys? But it does mean that, yeah, all of the trucks that are transporting cargo won't have to contest the traffic coming the other way. So it should be a net speed up. And also a lot of trash trucks are going to take this road to get to this side of the city because it's just a much quicker route. I think we've done it. We've done it there. Okay, well now it's time to think about high density residential. So why aren't guys moving in over here? What's the deal? We've got high demand for residential zone. But if we go to Reco, this is residential. So what we're going to do is we're going to repaint it because I'm not sure why it's not picking up. But yeah. We'll make sure there's no... Okay, so it is captured in Tropicoco Cove, which might be why they don't like that. So we're going to remove that. Oh yeah, that's exactly why it'll be, because this zone, this district, has small houses only, and there's no small houses in big residential. So we're going to have to trim this along the road like this. And that's a pretty cool tip as well. You can hug roads like this and keep a nice trim line on your districts. It's pretty cool. Okay, now let's repaint this high dense and see what it starts to look like. Oh yeah, already just bam, instantly a dude moves in. Now, I don't want to build in front of these pretty cool buildings because we did decorate them a bit. We've got some trees and some rocks around here, all looking pretty snazzy. And what we should be able to do now is just develop this back line here and have an even nicer set of tall skyscrapers behind the front row of beautiful looking beachfront property. Now, we're keeping our eye on the Reco. We're going to slowly add high density residential because that can go down very sharply. We'll also put a park over here. Something nice. Ooh, what's this? That's a bit huge. What's this? I have no idea what that is. Oh, what is that? Tropical theme park, and we don't really want that. We could even have like another botanical garden. Nope, won't actually go here. What about whatever this is? That's weird because this road it's kind of curved. It looks like it should be able to fit what we're going for, but it's just not quite letting us do it. Maybe we can use move it. No, probably not. What about parks on the inside over there? Because we do have these pretty cunning one-block parks. But I definitely think parks are something that we need to add. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. And let's see what that looks like. Oh yeah, it just looks like an array of trees. That's pretty awesome, actually. That's a nice way of keeping the whole area tropical, but adding discrete small little parks in. And in fact, actually, to go super cheap mode, well, not really, we can add in parks along here as well. Just like that. That looks pretty cool. So it looks like university is a big one for these guys. They really want a nice new university zone. And I'm thinking this roundabout is the perfect place. We can sprue off a little area and we can have a little campus that we design ourselves over here. Let's take a look at this back line. Oh yeah, it's looking pretty good. It's well on its way to upgrading at least. It's got health, fire, police, elementary, high school. It could use maybe some more of. So we could just chuck a high school over here as well. High school. No, it says it's got enough high school here. That's really green. Maybe they're just greedy and they want loads more. Anyway, residential is still pretty high in demand, so we're going to continue the trend of building around the edge here. Bam. And we're just going to trickle this in until the Reco comes down a bit, because as that goes down, everything comes up, and it's just a horrible balancing act that you have to try and maintain. Now, obviously, we had a big emergency fire in Banana Bay. Oh, yeah, these guys definitely need workers, but we're on that, so don't worry about that, dudes. And that's why we put down this helicopter fire station next to the train station, and it is a really cool-looking place. But to decorate it, we're actually going to throw down a little bit of trees and shrubbery. And we'll do that while our residential zone comes up. We'll just keep an eye on that. So we're going to put some nice Nice trees over here. I don't know if we want to put some palm trees in. How do they look? Now, they do look kind of cool, actually. If we just chuck them along in a straight line here. And this is going to look super tropical. So let's see, where can we find some long shrubbery fences? It's not in trees, I don't think. Or maybe it is. Did we find it along here? No, I don't see it anywhere. We could put down some bees. Why not? Let's just go crazy, put down some bees. Now, they just look a bit messy, don't they? Here we are. This is the one. So we've got hawthorn bush. What does that look like? Looks okay. So if we try and stretch this out along here, see what that looks like. Oh yeah, perfect fit. Bam. And now try and preserve the square as much as we can. And now this area is going to come down, but not go all the way, because we want to leave a little bit for, oh, what's this? Well, let's put down. Oh, right, because it goes up to where it can. What's the deal here? Maybe we'll have to just single prop here. Which I think we can get away with, so that's fine. Oh, yeah, right. Now, so now we've got a nice little grass bank around our helipad. So what else are we going to add in the middle here to make it look a bit nicer? What if we put down some rose bushes? No, I'm not feeling that. What other props have we got that look kind of cool? We don't really want fountains and stuff because this is more like a nature area. What else do we have here? Now, these are the trees that we used. So we could just put down... Oh, yeah, this is perfect, actually. Just some smaller bushes. And this isn't going to look like a maintained garden. This is very much like a haphazardy... They happen to put this fire station in the middle of all this kind of lush jungle tree. But I like this look. Now, the problem you have when you build any city, and your idea is, I'm going to go temperate, I'm going to have like a super Caribbean, super foresty feel, every tree you put down is going to lag your game just a little bit. And you will get to a point, and it always happens, where your game loads super slowly, depending on your computer. So you've got to be careful. That is an area that you could get to and find yourself stuck with. We'll put down some weird... Oh, these are a bit big, aren't they? What about these bendy ones? Oh, no, these look cool. They are tall. So the helicopters coming into land, I've got to worry about these. But, you know, if they're careful, then that's fine, right? It's not very realistic, but sometimes realism is boring. And I think some ferns to polish off that feel. And these look best when they're around the bases of the bigger trees to give them a bit of grounding. You see? So you don't see that ugly connect between the world and the tree. Now, the game is quite smart when it comes to loading in specific areas, so you don't have to worry too much about lagging your game out, because when you're not near a place, it doesn't load the textures and trees properly, as you'll be able to see when we zoom out from here. And yeah, you get a much more simple kind of look. Oh, we've got some problems over here. Still more work is required, and if you look at the Rico, we need a few more high-rises, so we're going to keep up with that. These are ugly-ass high-rises, so we need to get this area up and nice and smart and raise the land value. But they do have some nice big services along this road, so it should be well taken care of. We'll put that there and leave that to brew. And it looks like we're on top of our commercial, so we can even put down a few more areas of that. Bam. This is all coming together pretty well, actually. Yeah, bit by bit, houses are moving in here. And we're doing it at such a rate that means we can spread electricity across here without having to rely too much on power lines, which are kind of ugly, but also they kind of add to the environment in a weird way. It makes it feel a bit more like a city. But we might try experimenting with removing those later on to see what it looks like. And this road has no traffic problems as well, which is very reassuring. Despite there being a lot of buses and trash trucks on it, it's still doing okay. People are moving in here. Excellent. Oh, man, hang on a sec. We've got a few deaths. What about the crematorium? Maybe we need 2 crematoriums? Deceased stored, 0. Deceased processed last week, 18. Hearses in use, all of them. Holy crap. We need to get some more capacity for burning bodies stat. So how about right here? Yeah, okay. They're right next to each other, so they look pretty cool. And again, we're going to decorate these with some pine trees and some ferns. So put down the pine trees first. And we're going to go with the regular sized ones. Wow, who drives that beast? It looks fantastic. Oh yeah, it looks pretty cool. Pretty snazzy looking crib. All right, sweet. So this is the high school. Loads of dudes ready to work. Man, look at that truck. It's a Jeep by Cedric Roberts. All right. Sophie Roberts, I guess that's his sister. Albert Cooper. Whoa, who drives one of these bad boys? Man, that's high school these days. Everyone driving like Ferraris to work and school. Crazy. So what's up with these houses over here? What can we do to get them to upgrade? They've got fire. They don't have police, elementary, or health. Why is that? Oh man, look at all the people off the bus and onto the train. So it looks like public transport's getting used. Oh, no, don't do that. Let's take a look and find out actually if it is. Because, I mean, we could be being lied to. So, transports. Yeah, I think that's okay. For what we have, which is 5,000, 300 a week is all right for buses and trains. I mean, obviously not everyone's using them. That's fine. But people are using them. So that's pretty cool. We don't have any of the other modes of public transport. I think blimps are pretty fun, and we should get some in. But I've always had trouble with them in the past, getting them to work. So maybe that's something for a future episode. There's still so much more demand, though, for residential, even though we keep just splashing down even more of these bad boys. Bam. That's a nice big wodge. And as they go in, we'll add some more commercial. 4 little blocks. Actually, let's go crazy. 6. So what do commercial people need? Parks are quite a big one, actually. They've got health, fire. Transport and cargo is pretty damn good. So they're happy with that. And we're pretty close to getting to level 3. So let's see if we can level up these dudes to level 3 buildings. Because, oh my god, these level 2 ones just look terrible. I really hate them. Mind you, it's always nice when you can get a good yakisoba. So it's time to think about parks and recreation. Let's put down a nice, real nice park. Now, you can't tell what expensive parks are. It doesn't really say the effectiveness that the places have as parks. Magic a theme park, though. Holy crap. Now there's a place to be. We could put that down, actually. It would need to be near transport. So where is our subway over here? That's the subway. So we'll have to trash a couple of buildings, but that's okay. That's okay. We've done it. Holy crap, we've only gone and done it. I've never built the Magica theme park, but this thing looks frickin' amazing. Uh-oh. Oh! Round it goes. Nobody die. There we go. Oh man, look, the Ferris wheel even has Viking boats. That's so cool. The towers light up red. That's just really cool. It's a really cool looking theme park. And that should have helped with the parks. Yeah, they're happy with that now. Just a little bit to go to level up. And maybe university is what's going to tick it over there. Now, these guys are mostly happy with the amount of parks that are in front of them, but I really love the one block parks. They're a bit of a cheeky way to get more parks in an area. Loving it. Oh, yeah. Even this guy's going to be happy soon, I hope. Come on, dude. This park's like right there. Yeah, they're okay. They're okay for now. Where else could use some parks, though? The commercial zone over here could use some parks. So, wait, but it's right next to the big Magica one. Wow, it's like not got a very big catchment area, has it? Maybe we'll put a couple of parks here. Bam. Just to split things up a bit. Has that helped the area? A little bit. It's helped a little bit. Yeah, no, it is actually slightly helping. Kinda. But maybe there's a better park that we can squeeze in there. I don't know. What we can do, of course, actually, is... Oh, no, this is a bit out of the catchment range. So there's not much point in putting parks over there. But these parks kind of also bleed into our beachfront property as well, which means these places down here are leveling up pretty well. They still want more high school, uni, and less death? Less noise, certainly. Health, fire, police, man, these guys are so spoiled. They're spoiled rotten. But that's where we're going to call it for this episode. We've built our backline now. The Rico is slowly coming around. Got to be careful because industry is coming up. We need to put down some commercial. The problem is more commercial. Commercial demands industry. Industry demands residential. And then residential demands commercial. And everything kind of like works in together. But I really like the idea of this being like a nice cool shopping park. So we're going to name this district Tropical Shopping. Tropical Shopping. Oh, and areas are actually leveling up. Look, level 2. Not bad. These guys, oh, they're very close to level 3. They don't like the, I think they don't like the noise of the Magic theme park, actually. I guess it does create a fair amount of noise. That sucks. 2 visitors last week, though. 23 llamas sighted. Entertainment, 187. Nice. Oh, I know what the noise is from. The noise will be from the cargo train terminal. Well, it's a double-edged sword, really, isn't it? Because, you know, you get cargo, but you get noise as well. It's like one of the necessary evils. And you're right. It doesn't really make sense that the train station is so close to the shops. So maybe we could peel this back a bit and have it in a road that comes out over here. Now, that is actually an idea. Something I might indulge in. But join us next time when that's what we might do. Although next time I think what I want to do is develop the university zone. I want to build a really cool campus with the university right in the middle. It's going to have all the mod cons that a campus should have. It's going to have some student housing. It's going to have, obviously, police, fire, and health, like a clinic, a little cop shop, a little fire department, volunteer probably. Also, all the kind of cool things that will make an education utopia, like libraries and stuff. And that means we're going to dive into the workshop and find some cool libraries and cool educational-based assets, because we're going to build a mini educational city right over here. It's going to look amazing, and it's going to be the jewel of Tropicove. And I think once we've got the educational zone and we add in a little bit more residential and commercial, maybe some office space, that's when we're going to dive into perhaps developing another one of these coves. We kind of crept around here to add some power, and this is working out pretty well, I think. These roads are not too congested, and the traffic situation over here is very good. In fact, the only thing on the roads looks to be honest, trash trucks, buses, and trucks going to the cargo terminal. And they are just piling in there. It's great. It's great stuff. So join me next time, guys. But for now, take care.